nobody talks about this, and that's exactly why every time you try to make a question in Spanish, you translate it word from English and it comes out completely wrong. But no worries, I'm here already. I'm Carlos, creator and principal of the Spanish B.O.S.S, and in less than 10 minutes I'm gonna show you the one fixed structure behind every question in Spanish. So you can stop translating from English and you can start creating your own questions that you can start using in real life right away. So, vamos a darle. Okay, the first thing we need to learn is how we create normal questions in Spanish, okay? So let's go. As you guys probably know already, in Spanish we have three different ways to say things, right? So we have a positive form, we will have a negative form, and we will have a question form, okay? The good thing is like question form and negative form, they both depend on the positive form, right? That means that if we learn how to create the positive form, then we know how to create questions, okay? And the good thing now is that the positive form works exactly the same way in English as in Spanish. That means that if you know how to say something in the positive form in English, then you know how to say it in Spanish, right? And if that happens, that means that we know how to create questions. But just let me show you, okay? Now, let's use this as positive form. We say you have to go to the office, right? So let's go, yeah. Let's start with this. You have, right? That you have in Spanish, it will be just tienes que, right? And check this out. I know a lot of people get confused with this que because sometimes we use tienes, sometimes we use tienes que, right? And this que seems to be completely random, but it's not random. So just let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video explaining how we use this que, right? For now, let's just keep going. Now we have you have, right? That's tienes que. Now let's go with to go. That to go in Spanish is just ir, okay? Just the verb in the original form, like the verb in the natural form. That's it, right? This is the way we find it in a dictionary. Now let's go with to, that in Spanish it would be just a. Then this the, that in Spanish is just la. And then we just have office, that will be oficina, right? So we have tienes que ir a la oficina, or you have to go to the office. This is exactly why I told you that if we know how to create the positive form in English, we know how to create the positive form in Spanish. Because they go word by word. They're literally the same thing, okay? So now that we have the positive form ready, let's just do the question form. We're just going to skip the negative form because negative form is just the same as positive, but just say no here in front, okay? So let's go straight to the question form that is actually the one that we worry about in this video, okay? So let's go. So if I want to say this affirmative statement, like you have to go to the office as a question, I would say just like, do you have to go to the office? And this is why I told you guys that if we know how to create the positive form, we know how to create the question in Spanish because the question form in Spanish is exactly the same as positive form. So I'm just going to write down exactly this thing. So just let me put it here. Tienes que ir a la oficina. This is my question, right? If you see, it's exactly the same as positive form. How do we make this thing as a question? Then we just need to add question marks, okay? And then we just need to say it as a question, okay? So positive form will be something like tienes que ir a la oficina, and question form it will be tienes que ir a la oficina. That's it. You just put like an inflection at the end, and that turns our positive form in Spanish into a question right away, okay? We don't have to change anything, just the tone, right? Now, after having this is something that I call my core question, okay? If we know how to create this question, then the rest will be very simple because we just need to add WH questions. Just in case you don't know what are WH questions, just let me show you, okay? So basically, WH questions are just the way we make these questions, right? And they're called WH questions because almost all of them, they start with WH, like who, or which, or why, or when, or where, okay? But first, let me just show you how do we say this thing in Spanish, and then I'm just gonna show you how to use it, okay? So for what, in Spanish, we would say que. Keep in mind this thing. If you see, we have like a little mark in top of the E, that's called tilde, okay? And normally, whenever we have a question, then this tilde is going to show up, right? Now, for how, in Spanish, we're just going to say como, okay? One more time, check it out. This one also have that thing. And they will be all the time exactly in the same position. So we just need to learn the word with the tilde. Now, let's keep going. For where, in Spanish, we're just going to say dónde. Now, when, it will be cuando. Why? ¿Por qué? Okay? And pay attention, don't get confused with this, right? This one means because. And they both sound different. This one is porque, this one is por qué. Okay? You heard the difference? Por qué, por qué. Let's keep going. Now, let's go with who. In Spanish, we're just going to say quién. And for which, we're just going to have cuál. Now, let's go with this one. Let's say how much. In Spanish, we're just going to say cuánto if you're asking about something masculine, or we would say cuánta if you're asking for something feminine. Now, how many? It's just exactly the same as how much, but plural. So we're going to have cuánto with an S at the end, right? So we're just going to say cuántos or cuántas. Now, for how long? Cuánto tiempo, same as how much time. It will be exactly the same thing. So we're just going to say cuánto tiempo, right? Now, how long ago? Very important question, especially when we learn past tense, right? So we're just going to say hace cuánto. And one more time, pay attention to this word, right? We're just saying here hace, okay? And this word sounds very similar to this verb that means to do or to make. But this hace has absolutely nothing to do with hacer, okay? So this hace has absolutely nothing to do with to do or to make. It's just a coincidence that they look similar. It's just a coincidence that they sound similar, okay? But they have nothing in common, okay? I just wanted to clarify that, okay? So let's keep going. Now, for how often, in Spanish, we're just going to say cada cuánto. And at the end, we have what time, but in Spanish, we're just going to say a qué hora. That's it, okay? Now, let me just show you how do we use these WH questions. Hey, before continuing, if you're serious about speaking Spanish faster, join my school community. Try everything free for 7 days. You will get full access to all my courses, the Spanish Listening Lab, free live masterclasses, and direct support from native Spanish professors. No risk and absolutely no tricks. Just see how much progress you can make in the next 7 days. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, so go and check it out. But before continuing, if you like these videos, please subscribe, okay? Don't leave it for later, because you're going to forget it. Please subscribe, it helps me a lot, it means the world to me, and it costs you nothing because it's for free. So just subscribe before you forget it. Let's keep going. So okay, we have this thing, right? We said that we have this thing that it will be my core question, okay? So I'm just gonna put it here. So we're gonna say, tienes que ir a la oficina. That means you have to go to the office. Or if I want to make this thing as a question, I'm just going to say, tienes que ir a la oficina. I'm just going to say it as a question. That means, do you have to go to the office? And that's it, right? But what happened now if I want to use one of these WH questions, right? So basically, we're just going to put it in front. That's it, okay? So I would say something like, ¿a qué hora tienes que ir a la oficina? And suddenly, my question is way more specific, okay? So the only thing we need to learn is, literally, we just need to learn how to create the core question, right? And how do we create the core question? We're out of the positive form. How? So positive form, as we know already, it works exactly in the same way as English. So if you know how to say it in English, then you know how to say it in Spanish. After we have this positive form, we just need to say it as a question just to get the question out of the positive form, right? And then after having this thing that is my core question, I just need to use random WH questions in front, and it's going to make sense, okay? I promise, it's going to make sense all the time. This is literally the way we create hundreds of questions in Spanish. So after learning these WH questions, you can ask anything you want, okay? But let me just give you another example. Now I don't want to say what time. I don't want to say a qué hora. I want to say, for example, por qué. So por qué, that means why. And I can say exactly the same thing again, right? Like, so we have por qué tienes que ir a la oficina. Like, why do you have to go to the office? That's it, right? Let me just give you another example. So now instead of saying why, I want to say when, for example. So let's say cuándo. This cuándo means just when. And then the rest is just exactly the same thing. I'm just going to write exactly the same thing. Let's say, ¿cuándo tienes que ir a la oficina? Or when do you have to go to the office, right? So you can ask anything you want, just combining this core question that I already showed you how to create with these WH questions, all right? This is how we actually create specific questions, okay? Learning how to create these complex and specific questions, it's very important because you don't ask just like, do you want to go? Do you want to come? Do you want to eat? Like you ask more things like, where do you want to eat? Hey, do you want to eat pizza? Or why do you want to eat pizza? Or where do you want to eat? Or where do you want to go, right? We're all the time making questions saying this is literally the way we do it, right? And it works for every tense. It doesn't have to be just with this. You can make questions in future, in present, in past, up to you. So the only thing we need is just learning these WH questions that we have here, right? These ones here and these ones here. After you learn this WH question, then the same will be like super easy, okay? But it doesn't finish here, right? Like you can make these questions even more specific because you can add the WH question in front and also you can add context at the end. And your question, it will be even more specific. Like for example, in this case, I was asking initially, this, tienes que ir a la oficina, like, do you have to go to the office? And then I just added this in front, like, ¿por qué? So I end up saying, why do you have to go to the office? But what if I want to add some context here at the end? So I can end up saying something like this. Let's say just mañana, that means tomorrow, okay? And suddenly my question is way more specific, right? I'm not saying anymore just, do you have to go to the office? Now I'm asking, why do you have to go to the office tomorrow? And then you can add more and more and more. Like then you can say, why do you have to go to the office tomorrow if you were not supposed to work and all that type of things, okay? But that's the way it works, right? So we just create the core question and then we just add one of the WH questions in front. And at the end, you just need to add context in case it's needed. And that's it. Okay, after doing all that, let's just do another example just to be sure that everything is crystal clear, okay? So let's go. Let's say, for example, so now we just want to ask how much do you have to pay for one night at that hotel, right? If you see, very specific question, but we're just going to follow exactly what we just learned. So let's go. So first of all, we just need to get the core question, right? And the core question is going to be here, like how much do you have to pay? So let's say first the positive form, like the affirmative statement. So let's say you have to pay, okay? So this you have to pay is just you have, that is just tienes que, and then to pay, that is just pagar, right? The verb in their natural form. Now, if I need to say this as a question, I'm just going to say, like, do you have to pay? And in Spanish, as you already know, it will be exactly the same as this positive form, but we just make it sound as a question. So I'm just going to say, just this, right? Like, tienes que pagar. That means, do you have to pay? So, okay, now that we have the core question, we just need to add how much in front. So we're going to have how much do you have to pay, right? So now we just need to add this how much in front of this. And we said that how much in Spanish is just cuánto, right? So we end up having cuánto tienes que pagar. So we have already how much do you have to pay, right? We have this thing already. The rest is just context, right? So we just need to say for one night at that hotel. So let me just put it here. So the whole question, it would be something like, how much do you have to pay for one night at that hotel? And in Spanish, we're just going to say the same thing that we have here, but we're just going to add for one night at that hotel. That is just context. That's the easy part, right? So we're going to have cuánto tienes que pagar por una noche en ese hotel. That's it. So, okay, before continuing, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I already told you, right? You're going to forget it. And now, before finishing, I'm going to leave you guys with 3 questions here in English that you need to translate into Spanish and leave it in the comment just to be sure that everything is crystal clear, okay? So, let me just show it. So here are the 3 questions, right? So in green, you will have the WH question. The blue part, it will be the core question that we've learned how to create out of the positive form. And the part in black is just context, okay? So we have, how often do you eat pizza in that restaurant? We have, why does she want to buy a new car? And what time do they have to start working? So let me know in the comments, how do you guys think we would say these 3 questions in Spanish, all right? And well, if you guys have any question about this topic or any other topic, please just let me know in the comments, all right? So with that being said, I guess that's all for today. I hope everything is crystal clear, but just in case, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, all right? So thank you very much for your attention and I'll see you next time, okay? Nos vemos la próxima. Todo bien.